What's up, folks? Captain Mikey coming to you from beautiful North Florida. I am super excited about today. Today, we're about to take part in something epic. A brand new revolution in the fishing world. It's a brand new subscription box. Yeah, I know what you're all thinking. Another subscription box, but hold tight, guys. I wouldn't bring it to you unless I believed in it too. And this is something exciting. It's a whole new thing. It's actually the better box. I love the idea of these subscription boxes. You know, boxes that introduce you to a whole bunch of baits that you may not have ever tried yourself. But there was a big problem with all those boxes out there. They're all the same. All the companies, no matter who it was, took a box, they threw a bunch of lures in there, and they shipped it out across the country. It didn't matter whether you lived in New York or California, whether you were in Minnesota or North Carolina, you all got the same box. Unfortunately, that just doesn't work. What ends up happening, you end up with a bunch of baits that you didn't really want, that aren't gonna work for you, and you're never gonna use. And that defeats the entire purpose of these subscription boxes. My good buddy Rick Patchy, the former CEO and founder of Lucky Tackle Box, he thought the same way. He had in mind that he can create a better box, and he did. Boom. Monster Bass. That's right, Monster Bass. If you're not familiar with it yet, you will be. It is exploding throughout the entire fishing community for a good reason. There is a big difference between this and all the other subscription boxes, that we all fish differently all across the country. A bass is a bass is a bass is a bass. Well, bull, 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 and bull. That's absolutely not true. Depending where you are, they have different forages, they have different cover, they live in different temperature zones, they have different growth cycles and seasons. Things change tremendously in the world of bass fishing, and a bass in Minnesota is not going to react the same as a bass in Iowa, and is definitely not going to act the same as a bass down here in Florida. Rick's great idea was to create the greatest subscription box that he can by separating each box into regions. So you tell the folks at Monster Bass where you're living, and they're gonna handpick, customize a box for your region. I'm down here in Florida, that's the South, and we use lures at different times of year that work better for us at different times of year than they will for you folks all the way on the West Coast. By separating all of us bass anglers into different regions, they can actually customize the boxes to best suit our region, giving you a bunch of lures that are custom, handpicked to work best for you where you are. That sounds fantastic. This is the first box, the very first box that came here in May. I'm about a week behind everybody else. There's been a bunch of unboxing videos out there already, but I'm really excited because I believe we're gonna do something that nobody else has done. Today, I wanna unbox this box, see exactly what's in there, but I actually wanna get on that lake and slam it. That's right, I'm gonna try to catch a fish out of every lure in this box today. We got some tough condition today. This is gonna be a tough challenge for any box, but let's see what's inside this box, and let's get out there and see what kind of damage we can actually do. Let's crack it open and see what actually is inside this box. Welcome to the better box. We know bass. Nice big card right here, and he's thanking you all for being part of a brand new revolution in bass fishing. And the back of that card tells you the companies that they partnered with in this box. Booyah, Daiichi, Live Target, Rattle Trap, Smart Baits, Strike King, War Eagle, Z-Man. That's a bomb box looking right there. I can see already this box is jam-packed. It's jam-packed full. Nice little Monster Bass sticker. Hold on one second. There you go. Had to put the sticker on the boat right away. And actually, I noticed there's something in here that's not even on the back of here already. Monster Bass has already given us a free gift. They threw in an extra little surprise. But the first thing I see right out of the get-go is right there. Live Target Bait Ball Series Deep Diving Crankbait. The South region, it varies so much down here. Up here in North Florida, I got a lot of lakes, but majority of my lakes are shallow, grassy lakes. Not a lot of room for a deep diving crankbait out there. However, areas like Alabama and Georgia, which are still definitely south, I'm sure have plenty of room for that. I love this lure, it's a great lure, but I'm probably not gonna have much chance to use it here. And today, when we try to do the slam, this one's gonna be extremely difficult. This goes about 12 feet deep. I don't even know if I have water past about 9 feet out here. Since we did get an extra surprise in this box, I'm gonna put this one off to the side. The Live Target bait ball series is a fantastic crankbait. The shad spawn is this time of year. You guys got that absolutely right. The bass are feeding up on shad heavily all throughout the south. Unfortunately for me, I just don't have 12 feet of depth in this lake. Oh, and this is awesome here. All around the country, it doesn't matter whether you're north, south, east, or west, nothing is beating the Ned rig out there. The Ned rig is deadly everywhere across this country. This is another thing that just separates this box already from other boxes. Other boxes you kind of get like small sample packs. You never get the actual hardware that's designed to go directly with it. That's pretty cool. Z-Man TRD ticklers. They've got that really cool little split, like kind of like a tube, an extra little tail giving a little bit of action. Perfect. You got a whole pack of these, you got a whole pack of these. There's what, 5 of those in there, and ho, Lordy B, there's 5 of those in there. That's full packages, baby. Full packages, not just sample packs coming in one of these subscription boxes. Z-Man has this Elastec stuff. This stuff is just insane, guys. Like literally, you can't break it. You catch so many fish on this thing. It always goes right back to the exact same shape. Just phenomenal. Dark green pumpkin coupled up with the actual Ned rig shroom heads. We're definitely catching something on these ones today. You can't spell south without spinnerbait. I throw these, so many of these year round. And a Booyah spinnerbait, that's a good spinnerbait. And this is the absolute perfect color. You can throw any color spinnerbait you want, as long as it's white. White or white and chartreuse. With a double willow blade, 1 gold, 1 nickel, perfect. Booyah spinnerbait. That's another awesome lure already in this Monster Bass box. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you guess what I got? Can you guess what I got? Another southern staple, especially right now after in the post spawn, early spring, late spring, early summer. Those bass are just destroying bluegill outside of the bass beds. And what do we got? A bluegill rattle trap. This thing is deadly. It's a reason why a rattle trap is one of the most popular lures down here in Florida. And in the bluegill pattern like this one, oh yeah, baby, we're gonna crush with this. Bill Lewis original rattle trap in realistic bluegill. Oh yeah. When you get a full pack of a tried and true proven winner, that's how you know you got yourself a good subscription box. Like that. That's right, those are rage tails. Straight King rage tails. You can't get much better than those at all. A full pack of 7 Straight King Rage Craws. I can fish this in this lake in particular so many different ways. Texas rig it. I can flip it into some of the heavier cover. Put a belly weight hook on this, and I'm gonna burn that across the surface through the grass. I guarantee we're gonna get some slams on that one there too. Rage tail, Rage Craws. A full pack. That is awesome. This box rocks, and it's still not done yet. We still got 2 more things in there. Correction. 3 more things in there. I just seen this. Pack of 4 Daichi hooks. A 4/0 Daichi wacky rigging hooks. I've never seen wacky rig hooks like this before, but that's my buddy Jimmy Houston. Anything he says is gold. These are a long shanked regular style J hook, but there's actually 2 little barbs on the end of it, kind of like bait keepers. A wacky rigging hook. Usually wacky rig hooks are more like an octopus hook or almost like a little circle hook. Anybody's used these before as wacky rigging hooks, let me know how they work. Here's a nice pack of 4 Daichi hooks. There it is. I knew there had been a reason for some wacky rig hooks in there, even if they are goofy looking to me. Got ourselves some stick baits. Smart baits, actually. Smart baits, the color changing baits. These look like a really nice green pumpkin color. They're actually going to turn, I believe, like either a chartreuse or a reddish color with the temperature differences. It's really hot out here today, so they might already be in this color. When they cool down in the water, they might turn red. I don't know, but they do change colors. That's pretty cool. I guarantee I'm going to catch something with these. A pack of smart bait stick baits is an excellent addition to this box. Another one. And we got one more thing. And these are bad. These are badass looking. Check these out. This is Doomsday Tackle Sea Shad. 3.2 inches. They say these are for drop shots and jig heads on there. I've never seen these before. The design looks really cool. They're translucent. And on the bottom of them, it actually looks like they got like a little foil in there to give it that real extra little flash. Look at that. That's pretty cool, guys. These little sea shads, they call them. It's got this little bit of foil down there, and they call that bone crushing foil because it makes a crushing sound of bones when a bass bites it. Oh yeah, hear it crunching? Bone crushing foil. These are gonna get crushed. These are gonna get crushed. And this wasn't originally part of the actual box. This is a bonus, an add-on that was thrown in there just to say thank you for being part of the first ever Monster Bass box. That is pretty awesome. That's an empty box. We got left one little card here, a business card from Monster Bass, monsterbass.com. It's an extra $10 off anything you want from monsterbass.com. Go ahead, get yourself some hats, get yourself some shirts, get yourself some extra gear, or another pack of these Doomsday Tackle Sea Shads. $10 off, thanks to Monster Bass. That, my friends, is a cool box. I can't wait to get started. Get out on the lake here behind here, get the boat in the water, get rigged up, and start slamming some bass, some monster bass, on our brand new May Monster Bass box. All right, let's rig up a couple rods so I'm ready to go before I actually start here. So where's that? Look at this rattle trap. I think I'm going to tie this rattle trap onto this rod here. All right, and on the second rod, we're going to rig up the spinnerbait. The spinnerbait, I think, is going to be the first lure I'm going to target with here. It just tends to work a lot better when you got a little bit of wind. A great spinnerbait, really great looking spinnerbait. I am going to put a trailer on it. Kitechs are amazing trailers, great trailers for it. Boom. There it is. Those are the first two that I'm going to start off with today. Going to try to pick up something on the spinnerbait, try to pick up something on the rattle trap, and we'll move on to the finesse stuff. All right, well, this is one of my favorite spinnerbait areas as I'm getting to it. Let's throw a spinnerbait. See if we can't get this out of the way quick enough. I've caught some giant fish on spinnerbaits through this area, so. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think he's off. Yeah, he's off. Definitely had a hit though. First hit today. There it is. First one on the spinnerbait. Finally got a hit. Actually took a little longer than I thought, but as I said, it is pretty warm out here and he's no giant. But on that booyah spinnerbait. Go, now that I've got that one, we'll go and get another one here. Hit it hard though, right up in this stuff here, so it was kind of out in the open there. We'll close this spinnerbait a little bit. That's going to force it to not rise as much. Kind of keep it a little bit lower in the water. Oh, someone was hitting it right there. Felt different though. It didn't feel like a bass. There it is. Number two. Just another dink. Another dink, but it's the spinnerbait. Booyah spinnerbait coming through again. Ooh, barely got that little guy. Barely got that little guy. There it is. Tough conditions, but yet the spinnerbait is still coming through. All right, well, next let's check out these rage craws here, and I'm gonna do something a little different. One of the nicest things about these rage craws is there's just so many ways you can fish them. They make an excellent trailer on jigs and chatterbaits, spinnerbaits. Of course, they got a nice profile, nice thin enough profile to be a really good punching and flipping bait. But these claws make a good thump, a really good whack. So one thing I like to do here, I got a small belly weighted swim bait hook actually here with a little screw lock keeper, and I'm gonna put that on there. Just screw it right down to the end. But what I'm gonna be able to do with this is fish this in a way much like a frog. And I'm just gonna cast it out and I'm gonna burn it across the surface. And those claws have such a whack and a thump to them, that makes a tremendous gurgle across the surface. When you do that across lily pads, things like this, every time it hits that open water, it's gonna make a really good commotion, and it's really gonna draw those bass up. All right, we're back at it. Unfortunately, had to make this a two-part video. Last time I was out, you guys didn't get to see it, but my trolling motor cord broke. We're all fixed up. We got a new power handle, ready to rock. Day 2, let's get this done. We're gonna pick up right where we left off, the rage craw, just like I was doing. I'm gonna start off. Oh my God, I just got hit right away. Literally first cast, I already got hit. Well, and he took one of my pinchers. Damn it. Well, we know they're in the pads, they're in the grass. Fishing a craw like this is, like I said, it's very, very similar to just fishing a toad. You're just going for that reaction strike. These rage craws, they have such a tremendous action and thump to them that they work extremely well like this. Got him. Got him. Oh, he's off. Oh, that was a better fish. That was a much better fish. Oh, I got him. I think I got him. I think I got that one. Yes, I did. Woo, there we go. Yeah. Woo, long and skinny. But he crushed it. Crushed it just like the other ones had. I still got that one to go. There it is, on the craw. Check it out. Rage craw, burning it like a toad across the surface and the pads. Got us a fish. Missed a few. Took a few to get that one, but we got it. And my craw's still actually in good shape. We're gonna go back, see if we can't get another one. Had a hit there. Took both my claws. What the hell? Got him. That one. There he is. Yeah. Ah, another one. Oh, that one choked it. He choked it. Hey, 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 hey. There it is. There it is. Another small guy. Man, that's all I'm getting in this heat. Just the small ones. But there it is on the craw without the claws now. Another bass. That's it. We're proving they're gonna work. And even a tough condition as this is, it's time to move on. Let's get on to something else. So what I'm trying to do right now, trying to work this rattle trap. Right out in front of me here, out in front of these docks, is actually the deepest hole on this lake. I marked a small cluster, a small clump of some kind of grass or something down there. It looked like I marked a few fish on it. I want to work this edge a little bit. Try to run this rattle trap around the edge, because this is really nice green cover close to a very deep hole. Oh, there's a fish. Got one. Oh yeah, got one on the rattle trap, guys. Oh yeah. Yes, stay on. Woohoo! We figured it out. Rattle trap down. Look at that. There it is. Just another little guy, a little skinny one on that rattle trap though. All right, time to try the Senko. We've taken out the spinnerbait, we've taken out the rage tail rage craws, and we've taken out the rattle trap. Let's do the smart baits, color changing stick bait here. There's a million ways to fish these. You fish them wacky rig, you fish them however you like. I'm gonna fish it Texas rigged, weightless, on just a little 4-aught extra wide gap hook here. The extra wide gap hook is just that little bit of extra weight to be able to pull it down, but it doesn't impede the sink. It's still got a really nice sink this way. I like the texture of them, and I'm gonna actually fish it on my spinning gear here. The key, real key, to me anyway, is you just gotta work it slow. The way they sink is it's just deadly to fish, especially bass. They just can't say no to it. That little quiver on the way down is really what drives them nuts. Just not been a bang up trip so far. These lures are all fantastic and they're all gonna catch us fish. It's just this heat and this weather. Oh, I got a fish. Oh, what is that? Are you kidding me? Look at this guy. At least the other ones were somewhat respectable. Oh my goodness, that's an aquarium catcher. Hey, but we didn't get skunked. We did eat one that Senko. All right, we can't count that though. Technically, yes, we caught something on the stick bait. That's not how I roll. That's not how I want to go down. I do not want to go down saying I caught a 4-inch bass on a 5-inch Senko. Well, that's just some absolute crap, piece of crap GoPro. So I just got a bass on my little stick bait here. Not a big one again, but stupid camera wouldn't turn on no matter what. I had to let the bass go. I didn't have enough time, and now I have to catch another one so you all believe me. What a piece of crap. GoPro Hero 7, you suck, dude. I took a little break, had a little something to eat. I didn't want to waste any battery. So I just started and took out a cast, and sure enough, boom. He was just another little guy, but nonetheless, not like I'm banging up the fish today. It's a tough day for fishing. Oh, I got one? I got one. Oh, there we go. Check it out. I was messing around with my... There it is. They love these little Senkos here, man. The little stick baits. Oh, shit. Bass loose in the boat. Bass loose in the boat. I eat Senkos. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just another little guy. Well, we may have missed one, but we got the other one. There's actually 3 fish I've caught on these little stick baits already. So we've taken down the spinner bait, the rage craw, the rattle trap, and now the smart baits stick baits. 2 left. We have to take down the Ned rig, which I think is gonna be the hardest. So I think I'm gonna work on that one right now. All right. So next we're gonna try this Ned rig if I can find somewhere to throw it. It's in the south box because they do destroy bass down here in the south as well. In fact, my very first Ned rig bass was over 5 pounds, almost 6 pounds. Crazy. These tiny little things can catch big bass. Judging by what we've caught out here today, I don't think we're getting anything big at all. I haven't got anything. They're just dinks. The only thing I can seem to get to bite are tiny bass. And this tiny little Ned rig, it's a much more finesse jig, but it is just a tiny hook, tiny little rig, and it works across the bottom. And I have a lot of in this lake in particular, a lot of vegetation on the bottom, so I'm only gonna have a few places I can throw it. But if there's any, I guarantee if there are any bass around those areas under those docks, this is gonna get them. Promise that. Let's put it all together, tie it on, just like so, and that's it. This goofy looking little thing is going to catch some bass. That's a fish. That's a fish. There it is. Ned rig. Ned rig. Just a little guy, like I said. He choked it though. He just ate it down. Oh, hey. Right down the throat. Look at that. Look at that. Ate that little Ned rig. Ned rig. That was quick. That was easy. Man. They do love this thing, no matter what. The Ned rig. There's another one. There he is. Oh my God, this one's tiny. Look how tiny this one is. Oh my goodness. We are setting records out here. It's a little dude. But it's like every cast, you get something on this thing. And if there's a bigger one, he's gonna choke it down too. That's a fish. There's a just a little guy. Look at the colors on this guy. Wow. Wow, he's got some really neat markings on him though. Really neat, almost like a spotted bass. Bass love Ned rigs, especially little bass apparently. That one. There, we got him. We got him. Oh yeah. Hey, he's a little bit. Jeez, a little bit bigger, but still, just another dink. This is the day of dinks, but we're slamming the box. Fishing a Ned rig, I'm telling you, man. Doesn't matter where you are, fish, slam it. Look at it. It pulled, hey, it pulled the head all the way through this elastic body of this thing. The bodies of these TRDs, these Z-Man Elastec or whatever they call it, it's just crazy. So stretchy, it's indestructible. Literally pulled the head of this thing all the way through it. I've caught what, 4 fish, 5 fish, I don't even know. Little manipulation and that thing's still good as new. Still good as new. All right, one more bait, guys. One more bait and we can get the heck out of Dodge and call this thing a slam. We're on to our last bait though, guys. That's this Doomsday Tackle Sea Shad. Really cool looking bait. Very realistic looking shad. I'm not sure how to fish this. Now it says right on it, it says drop shot or jig head. I'm thinking I want to find a way to run it over top of these pads. Maybe even just so it's laying flat on its side, like so. Like that live target sunfish kind of thing. And just have it literally skipping across the top of those pads. I bet you that's going to get smashed. Let's play around with it. Let's see what I can do. This is it, guys. This is the last one. We catch a fish on this, we are done, guys. Done. Slammed the monster box. Here's what I got so far, guys. This rod here was already rigged up with a 5/0 extra wide gap hook. It is just heavy enough for me to be able to cast it. Just trying anyway. I can really kind of almost walk the dog, work this thing across the surface. I can put that through some of these pads over here. I bet you we're gonna get hit. All we gotta do is this. This is it. Everything boils down to this right here. Can we catch a fish on this sea shad? And then if we do, we have definitely slammed May's Monster Bass Box. Here we go. Let's just see what we can do. It looks good. I really do think if I can get this to where there's something there, they're gonna bust on it. Well, that didn't work. That 12-pound, actually I believe it was mono, was just too slingy. Too much stretch. When it would get caught in those little lily pads, it would just fling it rather than being able to crawl it over. So I've got it on. Actually, same rod I would use for frogging like this. And now we've got some braid, and I'm actually able to cast it well enough. Oh my God, big smash, big smash. All right, well, we've gotten a couple hits now. It's gonna happen. Yes, 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 I saw. Woo! We got one. He's a dink. Yeah, he's a little dude. But he got it. He ate that sea shad. Oh my God, just a tiny guy. I seen him swim out and come get him. Come get it. But we got it. We got one. We got one. We have officially completed the slam. Everything has just been dinks today. I'll tell you what, this little sea shad has actually gotten quite a few hits, considering I'm fishing it in a way it's not really even designed to fish. This thing's supposed to, oh, another hit. They're hitting it like crazy. The package says this thing's for drop shots or to put a jig head on it. I decided my best chance of catching a fish is probably gonna be back in the pads. I got it to work, and it's amazing. I've actually got quite a few blow-ups, and we've caught one tiny bass, I think, but it does work. Even though I'm sure I can keep going and probably catch another couple. That's it, man. That's a slam. We took the Monster Bass box from me, the very first Monster Bass box that they designed for us folks down here in the South. All in all, with extreme confidence, I can say this was an excellent box. Great box, absolutely great box on an extremely tough day. We are incredibly hot. We're 90 something degrees already. We took down the spinnerbait. We took down the rage tail, rage draws. We took down the rattle trap. We took down the smart baits Senko. We took down the Z-Man, TRD, ticklers, Ned rig. And now we took down the Doomsday Tackle Sea Shad. Beyond impressed, very happy. Unfortunately, Monster Bass didn't provide any monster bass today. Lots of small ones, but that has nothing to do with the box. That has everything to do with the conditions and the lake. The big ones, they hid from me today. I couldn't find them, but I'm pretty impressed with what conditions I had, what we managed to do. That was just awesome, guys. Make sure you check down in the description below. I'm going to leave a code down there to get your very own Monster Bass box. To check it out, down in the description, find where it says Monster Bass and click on that link to get yourself your very own subscription of Monster Bass. Tell them where you are, whether you're in the north, you're in the south, you're in the east, you're in the west, doesn't matter. They're gonna have a box handpicked for you. And the best part of it is being a brand new company. Like I said, if you feel that they missed the mark on it even slightly, even just one lure, let them know, and they're going to do their best to re-customize it, rework it, and make sure that they always get you the best of the best. That's why it's the better box right there, Monster Bass. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little something, and if you did, make sure you smash the heck out of that like button and leave a comment for me on anything else you'd like to see me film out here. I'll do my very best to make a video out of each and every one of those. But most importantly, subscribe to the channel and make sure you stay subscribed, because there's plenty more coming in SAWGRASSBASSIN's future. One last time, guys, from beautiful but hot North Florida, we just did the very first ever Monster Bass Slam. That's right. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I see you next time. I'm Captain Mikey, signing out. This future is bright. You keep those lines tight. It's hot, man. Let's go home. All right, one more cast. Then we're going home.